welcome everybody again to another episode of the WoW Collector. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you do like what you're seeing, please make sure to subscribe to that video. I'd appreciate it greatly, and feel free to leave any comments in the section as well. We're documenting all our findings in the World of Warcraft. We have started a new account, and we are kind of going through every single thing that we can, attempting to collect 100% of everything on every single class. We're in Molten Core in Blackrock Mountain in the bottom. On the next video, I will show the Blood Elf you talk to, who does instantly port you in here. You used to have to get an attunement here, which means you had to run Blackrock Depths, go through all that quest line. The very bottom of that dungeon is an entrance to this raid. That's how you used to have to come in here. Right now, I'm just killing trash up to the first boss. One thing too I did want to note when we see more of these fire enemies is I do feel like they've improved the graphics, and I don't know if this is from a holdover from the 40-man raid that was for the 10th anniversary, or if it's just something they've naturally done, but all the fire effects on the core hounds and the background, you can see him right there. I think it's a fire lord. Yeah, those guys, their fire effects have improved a lot. This area is very important if you're a miner. You can get dark iron ore here and only here. I believe you can get it in Blackrock Depths as well, but there's a lot here. And I did skip one of the nodes. I'll come back to it a little bit later. Picked up the rogue bracers. I'm gonna do a better job of showing loot as well, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn off auto loot when we run these. Not sure how much clicking that's going to be, but I think what it will do is it will show the loot that I get a little bit better, and I can really highlight things and discuss drops and so on and so forth. These flame up trash, they respawn every time you come back here. So when they come back, just know you did kill them. Usually you can run in between them, but I wanted to get more ore. It's important for farming some of the later content and making some mogs I know I'm going to need. There's 2 rooms of these. I'm not too sure how they pulled this back in the days. I'm a little curious, because I feel like all of this did in fact pull. Running over here because there is another node buried way in the back of this tunnel here. But look, the fire effects just look so much better than they used to. It's pretty impressive. And I don't know if I just never noticed it before, but it was kind of nice actually. It's nice coming back to this old content and finding things you didn't quite know were there. Right here, we're going to try to make this turn without pulling these guys, just for annoyance factor. Alright, so we're in the first boss area. There's 2 bosses here. The first one is Lucifron, and he does follow a pretty specific path. He meanders his way through these groups of core hounds. I like to avoid these. I do pull them when I run back out, just to kind of show you what it looks like. First bit of boss, we get nothing. I don't think the gauntlets of my other plate. I think that's a warrior set. So didn't get anything from that boss. Running up to Magmadar. I believe I'm pronouncing every single one of these names wrong, but it's okay. We'll practice these. Yeah, Magmadar, I was right. Alright, so there's more dark iron behind him. Let's see what we drop here. Decent view of what is available. I'm going to try to show that a little bit more. I don't believe Flamewalker leggings are male. Yeah, they're plate. So I've gotten a lot of cloth and a lot of plate in here, and I want to see if that rings true through my entire run. So it's a little bit of a run back, but I saw more ore, so I decided to travel along the outer rightmost path, just farming that dark iron ore. Run past these guys. Now the way the core hounds work is, if they die at different times, their body kind of incinerates and it revives other core hounds around them. So, for instance, I ran into the face of this group because I was getting a little tired and wasn't paying attention really. So, you have to AoE them down. Now, it doesn't matter now at 120. I mean, these guys die really quickly, so you're fine. But let's say you killed half that group and then you killed the rest of them. After, the corpses of the previous fallen would reignite the other ones, and it's just this constant loop of revives. As you get back through the bridges, you do make a left and you meander to the rest of the bosses in the raid. Now make sure you have your mining turned on if you're a miner. There's lots of dark iron ore scattered to the left right here along this cliff in various spots depending on just the spawn points. You can see the mini map. Um, there's a little patrol guy right here. I just like to kill everything. I want gold. Floating rocks. Stuff like that happens a lot in here. These guys either drop really great stuff or really bad stuff. So, kind of just making our way through killing the trash. To the right, or now the opposite way that I'm facing is one of the first bosses in this area. We'll go up and kill him in a second. I was really tired when I ran this, so a couple times while watching the playback video, I was falling asleep. So I had some issues from that, and it's important. It's a teaching moment, so I'm gonna kind of show how I messed it up and the fixes for it. It's not really a mess up per se. It's just it really killed the inefficiency for this run. So Gehennas is the next fight. Um, since this was the first run, everything was brand new, so I didn't have anything collected yet. I tried to show he had a dagger, the helm of the life giver, and the hunter boots. And I got the shaman gloves and the cloth legs. So you can't use shaman gear, and I've already fast forwarded to the next boss. In this section, I fell asleep and was running in circles for like 3 minutes. I did get a dagger here, though, thankfully speaking. That's a really sweet warlock helmet, and I think I just got 2 of the daggers, I want to say. So this is just the next section. This run had a lot of dark iron ore. So we finished picking up these nodes. Then to the right of the destroyer, we kind of make our way forwarded the video a little bit more. This is when I do kill Baron Geddon. He's a raid boss that kind of traverses this area. I received the Obsidian Edge Blade. I don't think the Flame Walkers are for hunters, but we'll see. So this is just the first run. Now, if I would have killed that boss behind myself, I would have been able to jump down this ledge right here. You'll see as I turn around. I was getting a little tired and missed it. So right here, you normally would jump to the left and kill Golegmagg. My apologies. But I saw more ore, and since I was half asleep, I realized, hey, let's go after shiny things rather than killing the boss. Again, inefficiency at its finest. I'm even trying to sit up here, trying to wake myself up, but it happens. So I took the long way to Golegmagg. Up ahead is another boss, but we make a left here. And I also think too there was a lot of dark iron ore in this area, so I decided to keep making my way this way. Probably the first time I've ever been stunned in this raid, and who knows how long. Even my reaction times, I'm still trying to find, my mouse button for multi-shot. I don't use multi-shot a lot, so I haven't really hot mapped it. I think it sits at 6. And I have a pretty big keyboard, so sometimes it's harder to hit that, but it's okay. So as you make your way this way, this is actually where the boss resides, and there's a lot of dark iron ore here as well. So I usually clear this part out when I come back, just because I want to loot everything and hoping to get some gold or some good drops. Here is the boss. He has 2 core hounds. Used to, when you fought these guys, you had to tank the core hounds because they'd keep reviving. Honestly, here we just one-shot them, and the core hounds die with them. I'm trying to think. The deep earth shoulders, those were nice pickup. Those were a nice pickup. And then I got more dark iron ore. And then you have to turn back around and run back to the top. Kind of advanced ahead a lot. Went back to that original boss I had seen in the background. Sulfuron. Last time my old account when I was running this, he has his dagger, the sorcerer's dagger. Man, that took me forever to get. That might be the thing that takes me the most amount of time, honestly. I remember running this on 6-7 tunes a week, and that thing just did not drop. So it'll be interesting to see if it happens here. So, if you did forget a boss, and you have to go back. You'll see the best route. So up here there is a boss, and he only spawns if you've killed every other boss in the raid before you get to Ragnaros. He's kind of the ticket to opening Ragnaros. So you have to make your way up this huge hill to the right, and if you remember, I went and fought Golegmagg, I went to the left. So that's why this way is just, this is just so bad. But when I screwed up, you guys can learn from that. So that's the key here. So as you run up this winding pathway, if you ever get to this point, you see the rocks and you realize there's just nothing up here, that means you missed a boss. So we have to run back, and if you look on the minimap, it does show red X's for everybody you've killed, and I realized I missed Shazzrah. So I run back down here, I take that great leap, and as you can see those fire guys off in the distance, I have to run out there. So I drop down, and I literally run all the way back. Here is the jump down for Golegmagg one more time in case you missed it the first time. You just jump to the right of this character, and you'll land at him. You can one-shot him and make your run a lot quicker. I am showing this run just to show you how tedious this place can be. I did cut down this video quite a bit just from all the running around. I wish they made a little shortcut from the second to last boss to Ragnaros, but hey, it's okay. Got a lot of lava core, and I can't remember what recipes require it, so I'm keeping it and got a couple random greens. Here is the boss I missed. Hit him once. I got leather gloves, and then I got a cool engineering schematic. So I feel like with what's dropped in here, I really feel like I should be an engineer. Skipping ahead to the next boss. This is the second to last boss. This is the one we missed earlier that didn't show up because we hadn't killed another one. We make that inevitable turn, and here's his little council. They take a little bit to kill. I mean, considering every other boss in here took one shot, and this is a long fight, considering. Your loot, though, however, is in this chest. It's not on the actual boss. Once he finishes his speech, you can activate that chest. And I got a cloak, which was nice. And I want to say the Sash of Whispered Secrets is a cloth item. I'll do a better job covering things in the next video, just leaving auto loot off and keeping my quest log closed. That way it looks just cleaner for everybody. We make our way back down now. I do skip ahead here because it's just egregious. We've traveled this place way too much. You jump down here like we just did a second ago, and you run back towards the beginning of the raid. Now, it's not next to the beginning, but if you make your way back towards the beginning, you'll eventually get to where you need to be. Nice little reward I got here. I left a corpse, and it did give me the Giant Stalker bracers, which are the bracers for the Hunter set. That was a nice little reward for me falling asleep. I got something I actually needed. So right here, you make a right, and we go to the center of the entire raid. So now as you kill these guys, this is also another long winding run. Gonna skip ahead here in a minute and pick this back up at the fight. And we are making our way to the last part of this raid. Jump down here, make your way to the front around this rock, not through it. I used to jump across this with my hunter, but it's more fun just to melt your way over. Go ahead and click on the last boss you just killed, Majordomo Exectus, and he summons Ragnaros, which is, kind of funny in a sense because this is his master. He's supposed to be keeping him protected from us as he regains his power and his strength. All the while he's kind of taunting us, but so this takes over a minute to summon. And my DBM is up in the top right corner. Combat starts in 50 seconds. So he does a little bit of talking here. Too soon, Exectus. You awakened me too soon. What is the meaning of this intrusion? He kind of shouts back, "Oh, hey, I should not have summoned them. You're right. But please, they're trying to steal your secrets, and Now we start the fight. I obviously skipped ahead about a minute. It's a long wait. Killed him pretty quickly. Next time we'll show him in all his glory. But I never get much from Ragnaros in honesty. I did get a back piece, but Netherweight and Pants are the mage. I do think his Worm Slayer shoulders are for a hunter. Once again, appreciate everybody being here. I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to WoW Collector. That will help me keep making videos. Happy collecting in your adventures in World of Warcraft, and stay tuned for a lot more videos and a lot more content. Hope you guys like the short intro. Thanks. Take care.